If you're watching this video, I'm guessing you wasted time already, but you're not alone because that is why I'm here also. So I walked into 2026 thinking I was gonna start this new year having a routine, discipline, motivation, which is like how I usually do. I don't know if this is like something I needed to learn, but I've had no spark. Like when I say no spark, I mean no spark. I've just been in such a lazy funk, just like literally wasting time. And it gets to a point where like you start getting tired of just wasting time. And I've been tired of it, honestly. But I feel like I've been letting a lot of things in my life come into it where I just keep making excuses for things, in a sense. It's not like I'm like burnt out or like I'm depressed or like something like that. I literally was just avoiding the things I said I was gonna do. And it's like, I feel like we all go through this. Why do we do this? I have no idea. But again, this is like my form of keeping myself accountable as well. So yeah, 2026 didn't start cute, so I made a plan. Now I thought like any time that I'm going through like anything discipline kind of form, we could just call it discipline diaries. But I feel like discipline diaries is cute starting like at the beginning. So I feel like starting of this year, I just had like low motivation, kind of was in like that lazy funk, still trying to get over doom scrolling. Still trying to get over it. Like I put restrictions on my phone, that's how real it is, and I'm still trying to get over it. And really just like procrastinating, making excuses like I was talking about. Really realized that the problem isn't that I don't want things to get better, it's just I let distractions steal my time. Just focusing on scrolling, just that phone is the problem. I'm telling you, that phone is the problem because it's my problem. And I've been trying to just incorporate like just like healthier activities, healthier habits to just get me off the phone. Some things that I did want to incorporate and I have incorporated like within these last like 2 days, 3 days now, have been long form journaling. That's something that I've been wanting to take up for a while, and a friend of mine has actually told me to like start journaling about my dreams too, since I have like very vivid dreams. But instead of like just waking up and like immediately to my phone, just trying to put myself in a different headspace where it's like I journal or I read or something along the lines of that. Another thing that I've been trying to do to keep me away from doom scrolling has been just picking up like cute little hobbies that I like. I love to paint, I love to draw, like I love all things that have to do with like art in general. And I was like, bro, I'm literally sitting here, like why am I sitting in bed for so many hours on end just on my phone? My phone is not even that fun. Like I'll literally be on TikTok sometimes and I'm like, everything is the same. Like everything is the same at this point. But actually I can show you guys. One of the cute little hobbies I have right now is making bookmarks that match my book that I'm reading. The one that I made right now, and then it says focus on it. Super cute, and like it matches the vibe. But it's so cute. So this is the book that I'm reading right now. I talked about it in my first YouTube video, so this is No More Excuses, and that's actually on theme for what we're talking about right now. Like we're literally talking about trying to get away from excuses, get away from doom scrolling, get away from that whole life, because it is not serving any of us. But this is the book that I'm reading right now. And another bookmark that I had made was this one for my Bible. So cute. And I made one more too, I guess I can show you. Just like my discussion book for my Bible. It's cute. And yeah, she just matches the vibe too. Well, that's something that I've been doing to kind of eat up some time in a healthy way, you know? I really just feel like finding something that like you enjoy doing, whether that be reading, studying, watching a podcast, doing some form of arts and crafts, like I don't know, whatever it may be for you. I feel like that's just something that has helped me, especially in these last few days, just get me off of my phone. And I've had like a couple of my friends like say the same thing as well, where it's been helping them too. And even if it's not like getting off your phone, just like taking your mind off things, or like just having you spend time with yourself. Something else that I want to apply going into this new year though would be just cutting out one bad habit, like for good, just cutting it out. It's actually crazy because me cutting out this one bad habit, which is doom scrolling. That is the habit I choose. It's not going to be easy, but me cutting out this habit, I feel like it really does make everything else easier, because my phone consumes me to a level it's like unhealthy. I'd rather even like be on my phone, like talking to somebody like on FaceTime or on the phone, rather than just like being on my phone like on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, like whatever it may be. I want to make time to like be able to like go on TikTok and go on Instagram and watch YouTube videos and not feel like it's a burden in a sense, but to just have that be like full on all the time is like, no thank you. And really I feel like for everyone else, the one habit should just be like whatever is something that's like holding you back, whatever is the biggest thing that you feel is holding you back that you need to just let go of, and it's not no ifs, ands, or buts. I mentioned a little bit earlier how I actually even like scheduled it on my phone, where it's like, oh, like your hour is up kind of deal on like TikTok or whatever. And I usually just click like cancel, like give me another 15 minutes, ignore for today. Like I usually cancel those, but I do need to be more disciplined when it comes to that, and really just focus on like, why am I still doing this when I can be doing this, you know? Like why am I still scrolling when essentially my time is up, when I can read a book? Like why? Literally just why? Cutting out that one bad habit gives me a lot more room for a good habit, and one that I really do want to implement. Again, this is something I kind of talked about in my first video, just reading. And I want to incorporate like 3 forms of reading going into this new year. I don't just want to read the Bible, I don't just want to read self-help books, because that's like the only books that I was tapping into before. I want it to be a nice mix of like genres in a sense. So obviously the Bible's still going to be there. That's something I'm going to continue to read for the rest of my life. But the Bible being the first one, the second one is still going to be my self-help books. I would kind of like say that this one is in that family, and then the last one more so like a storytelling book. So like Colleen Hoover is her name, I believe. Like I heard a lot about her. There's another author as well, Frida something. Here's a couple of the things, and I really just want to tap into like that sort of realm. I used to read a lot of like storytelling books when I was younger. I haven't done that in over a decade though, easily. It's been a lot of like self-help recently. But yeah, I feel like just me getting off my phone would give me time to tap into that too. I mentioned long form journaling. I don't know if I spoke on it like a little bit more in depth, but basically this is another thing that I want to incorporate moving forward. I low-key want to make like a video just about like my whole journal ecosystem that I'm going to be building out shortly, and long form journaling is going to be one of those. So the way that I plan on doing it, it's kind of going to be like a book of my vision, like my vision board in a sense, long form journaling of course, but also a mix of like my scrapbook. So I kind of want all 3 of them like in one. Because if you don't know, I do have like scrapbooks from the past 2 years and I love them. I did start to realize that I was getting like overwhelmed with them from like the arts and craftsy kind of standpoint. Me personally, you know, my memory is trash. So that is one of the biggest reasons why I started scrapbooking 2 years ago, because I wanted like memories to be able to stick a little bit better, as well as just to have this like proof of life when I get older. I can show my kids, things like that. Just scrapbooking, the way I was doing it, it became very bulky and extremely time consuming with not a lot of memory attached to it. There wasn't a lot of like the journaling aspect in it, and it wasn't intended to, but obviously through the 2 years of me doing my scrapbooks, I realized that I want to have more like written proof of life. Like in a sense, it's kind of like a diary, I guess you could say, where you have like all these things. But the way I want it to be laid out is just have like photos from that day, and then just like a little like note to myself, basically like who I was with, what I did, what I enjoyed, things like that. My scrapbook from 2 years ago. She is thick, girl. But this is from 2024, right? 2024. And she is thick. Like, do you see what I mean? Like the whole arts and crafts part of it makes it super thick. And then for my 2025, this is not even finished yet, and look how thick it is. And we're in 2026. Like, the thought of just trying to finish this book still is still overwhelming. It's so overwhelming, which is why I haven't done it, and which is why I want to switch things going into the new year. But this is her for 2025. Literally like thought about a name for a very long time, and I feel like Discipline Diaries like just fits what I would want the vibe to be. This isn't about checking every single box, making sure everything is like to the T. It's not about that. It's really about progress, holding yourself accountable, and just like moving through the seasons with life as life goes on, you know? So it's really just about like discipline, routine, growth, getting out of a funk, and just learning how to hold yourself accountable overall. Another important thing that I feel like I want to touch on is just not waiting for motivation to strike, because that will literally get you nowhere, and I've had to learn that the hard way more times than I have liked. Literally, if you only show up when you're motivated, you'll just keep starting over, and that's something again that I had to live through many times. And yeah, just like the whole doom scrolling, being consumed in your phone, that's something I just don't want to bring with me. I'm over it, tired of it. Move your body, like literally just anything else that would benefit you rather than put you in a non-stop loop. Just having a January that's still within your control, one that you don't lose control of. Like, of not making excuses and just like procrastinating and doom scrolling and using that as like an excuse for yourself, because I know I do it for myself, where it's like, oh, but what else am I gonna be doing? Like, I might as well. Something that I read in this book earlier this week, and it says stop hiding behind excuses and start owning your decisions. It's like one of the first pages within the book, and you see it right there. And I feel like that's super applicable to like what I'm going through and what I'm talking about right now, because it's really like, why am I making such a stupid, invalid excuse for something that doesn't even matter, doesn't benefit me? Like, why am I making an excuse for this? Because I don't know about you, but I do not want to look back at the end of this year, at the end of 2026, and realize like, oh, I just spent another year wasted on my phone. And again, not perfect, we're just intentional. But welcome, and I am happy to have you here for more episodes of Discipline Diaries. Until next time. Right here. I can't breathe. It's because I talk so much. What was I talking about now? I forgot.